Hello and welcome back. I'm Randy Bueller, sitting in with Mike Flores. Little pregame action. The players have drafted their decks. We watched them build their decks. How'd they look to you after you saw them all laid out on the table?
I thought that Nova had the advantage.
Yeah.
Same things we were talking about earlier. It just seems like, I think it could go 2-1, but I think that both Nassif and Rood have got big advantages in their matchups.
Yeah, I mean, the guys on We Ad are good players, and they've had a great weekend, but I'm with you. It's funny, I was walking around out here, and I was listening to, Julian Mountain walks by, and we were talking about Gabe Nassif finally winning a Pro Tour. He hasn't won a Pro Tour? People can't believe Gabriel Nassif has not yet won a Pro Tour. We may finally get him crowned Pro Tour champion.
But then he loses his title as best player never to have won a Pro Tour.
True. Who gets that title? Interesting question. I'll see if anybody on the board's has an opinion. Meanwhile,
the real news.
I have in my hand the results of the Pro Tour player ballot for the Magic Invitation. Most of you know by now where the Magic Invitational ballot spots have been given out a little differently this year. It's been carved up into a bunch of different votes. And then there was one question in the boards about how the fan favorites vote was going to work. So what we did this weekend was at the player meeting for this Pro Tour, handed out a ballot to everyone on tour, everyone playing in this event. And the question was, who is your most feared side draft opponent? Wanted to acknowledge the fact that, the real measure of respect for these guys is who's gonna win the side draft. That's a lot of why these guys play. It's just fun. It's just so much more fun to sit down mano a mano and play, draft. It's what they do all night.
Crash.
Exactly.
I mean, the legends of a player like Gabe Tsang, who, as we've talked about, hasn't made a Sunday appearance in like 7.5 years. But everyone's like, quivering.
Exactly.
He has to have generated his reputation somewhere.
Exactly. So we put together a ballot of players who have been, well respected, and are also we took a snapshot of the modern Pro Tour, right? I mean, you could certainly make a case that like a Gabe Tsang or
Brian Hacker,
any of the, Bob Maher and his crowd. And Maher's already invited the invitation.
Even Jerry Wise.
Like a Neil Reeser, Billy Jensen would have
Billy Jensen would have had to been a really high vote.
But the list that we gave the players to vote from included Rich Hohen, who's been on quite a run lately. It included Jager Wiegersma, Nikolai Herzog, Antoine Ruel, Olivier Ruel, Anton Janssen, Sam Gummersall, and a couple of Japanese players, Ataru Ishido and Masahiko Morito, both starting to get a lot more respect these days.
In that arena?
Yeah, everywhere. Could have made a case for a Tim Ayton. That would have been reasonable. He didn't really have that many pro points, so
Tim Ayton's a very fearless side drafter.
In any case,
he'll battle with anyone.
Took the ballots. Pretty much everybody filled out their ballot, which is nice to see. 341 ballots handed in, and the winner. You were surprised by this.
I was very surprised.
Sam Gummersall. Sam Gummersall is going to the Invitational, ladies and gentlemen. Very well-respected player. Has never actually made a top 8 on tour. But everybody knows him. Everybody likes him. Everybody respects him. And in a poll of his Pro Tour contemporaries conducted over the course of this weekend, apparently everybody fears him.
That's a great
He's the guy that everybody has the most respect for. So, congratulations, Sam. You are headed to E3 in May. You will be competing in the Magic Invitation. Yeah, good for him. Pretty cool little story. Another invitation story while we're talking about it. The ballot this week is actually the Resident Genius ballot. I got to put in a plug. I haven't done an endorsement on anything like this, but it's probably the same guy you would. Tsuyoshi Fujita.
There's no doubt it's Fujita.
Absolutely turned the world on its ear with that sneak attack deck that he unveiled at Grand Prix Seattle.
Fujita, what sneak attack deck? The guy put, 3 people in the top 16 of Pro Tour Columbus, including Shuhei in second place with his red deck wins deck?
You're absolutely right. I mean, the thing is,
first Japanese player to make the Pro Tour top 8 at all, nearly won his hometown Pro Tour.
The thing, for Pro Tour, everybody does it for Pro Tour, right? All the geniuses come out and try to break the Pro Tour. What happens with Tsuyoshi is he breaks Grand Prix. Every Grand Prix, he's got a ridiculous deck.
Have you ever been biddinged out by some small child desperately casting a 5-mana black sorcery in his mono red deck? You can thank Mr. Fujita.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean, he is a great genius in terms of the deck design. I've been saying this for a long time, which is that, previously I was like, oh, I really like Gabriel Nassif. I really respect deck design much more than I think most people do. But this year I'm totally on the Fujita bandwagon.
And that category was really invented to acknowledge the role that deck building plays. I mean, the great deck builders don't necessarily win the tournaments. I know you like to live vicariously through Finkel, having built a deck for him at least once.
What else can I do?
Right. So
I think that's actually a testament, though. The best deck designers often have the respect of the players who they work with, and then they do get their acknowledgement through there. I actually thought, here's a funny story, because I knew who was on the ballot this week, and I was walking up, and I said, why is Dave Humphreys on the ballot? I mean, I love Dave Humphreys.
Well, it's not just deck builders. I mean, genius has a lot of meanings to a lot of different
people. And then I was like, who's a really underrated deck designer? Pat Sullivan. And then we were walking in, and Dave Humphreys and Pat Sullivan were sitting at the table, and I'm like, we were just talking about you. By the way, that's what I said. I don't know if Humphreys thought that was funny or
not. Humphreys does have a PhD from MIT.
Dave Humphreys is awesome. There was a time, believe it or not, while Kai Buda was the reigning world champion and John Finkel was an active Magic player in the top 4 of the first Team Pro Tour, I actively said Dave Humphreys was the best player on the planet.
Wow.
He won that Team Pro Tour. Humphreys had, at that point, I think 2 9th finishes in 1 year. And I mean, this was a time some years ago where it wasn't like Kai's run or even some of the success of players like Nikolai in 1 year or Nassif last year, where you see players with repeat top 8 finishes. Getting 2 9ths in 1 year was pretty freaking good back then. And I was like, I think that in terms of consistency, that 2 9ths and then a Pro Tour win on the part of Humphreys was pretty strong indicator, especially considering the fact that he was once again in the top 8 of U.S. Nationals that year. So I thought Humphreys was awesome.
Play, no question. It's funny. Geek for Greek in the message boards is saying, not only is Sam Gummersall the best player not to make the top 8, he's claiming he's the best player not to win a Pro Tour. Kind of a bold claim.
Is Geek for Greek Sam Gummersall's handle?
Could not tell you.
SMG.
How do you think the invitational balloting's gone so far?
I think it's really interesting. I think that a lot of the ballots were kind of really predictable.
Okay.
In the sense that, I put my vote in for the writer's ballot for Osip in #1 place. And we were sort of told that we could have a certain amount of votes. I didn't really put enough thought into it in the sense that I was happy with my votes, except for I think I wasted my vote on Osip because it was so clear that he was going to get one of the other ones. And it's really funny. Ted Knudsen convinced Osip that Murray the Mauler had won the North American ballot, and
the Mauler did finish second.
And Osip was going to use his writer's ballot votes as a desperate. We were all given the opportunity to do a small write-up about who should win what. Osip was going to use his own writer's ballot to plead for an invitational invitation. But obviously he got it anyway.
Have you been surprised by any of them?
So
I didn't know that Canali would win Rising Star. That was the one.
Who did you put Rising Star on?
I don't know. You look at somebody like the Gadiel Slifer, who's got multiple tournaments where he's done well. Canales really only has the one thing on his record. I mean, granted, he won a Pro Tour.
#1.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Canali winning, and it's just
I forgot this better. He has a Grand Prix top 4.
He has a Grand Prix win and a Pro Tour top 8, and another Grand Prix top 4. Oh, he's a Pro Tour top 7 in teams. So 7th in teams, top 8 individual, win a GT.
Doesn't add up to as much money as Canali won in his one.
I'm not just saying. I would have
making an argument.
When I was looking at the ballot, I was looking more for somebody with multiple results, like even the Jeff Garza, who's JSS champion, GT top 8, GT win.
To be fair, I actually had a very similar conversation with Ted Knudsen, saying that I thought Garza and Slifer had very good resumes. That in fact, Josh Ravitz has a very, very comparable resume to.
Is he an up and comer? He's 37 years old, right?
Josh Ravitz is 19 years old.
I'm aware. He looks 30.
He has 2 Grand Prix top 4s in a Pro Tour.
He's very good, but is he a rising star? I feel like he's been around for a while. I mean, he's already risen.
I mean, I remember road tripping with Josh when he was 16 years old to his first PTQ 9th place where he was on breakers. So to me, he's always going to be 15. But I mean, he seems like he's very young to me, and.
Well, we've got most of the players seated, so it should not be long before we get the first coverage of the first matches. Looks like we're going to start on the match between Dave Rood and Andrew Pacifico.
Especially
alleged to be a blowout. We're going to do a quick game, do some coverage of the other games, see how that goes. Kind of the plan.
do we have our deck list? That's sure we.
We do not yet have the deck list. I'm sure I can send a message, see if we can get deck list. Oh, interesting. Becker is putting on the floor that Nassif decided to splash red instead.
With no foot on this reach, and
he's got
no
double depletion
or
line.
High Elder.
Glacial Ray for Glacial Ray and Yamabushi Slam. I mean, those depletion lands could hurt him in the other draws. This deck was really solid. I'm surprised he ran that. A little greedy, maybe?
I don't know. When you're playing in a matchup where it looks like Chambers has a very strong deck, but the only advantage that your deck has is the fact that you can remove creatures from play rather than just making them bigger. Having more ability to do that, especially in response, instant speed removals is not a weak play. It's not like depletion will slow you down a little bit, but his overall card strength is strong. I can't imagine that. If they screw him, he can always side it out. I think that his matchup is very strong fundamentally. So.
All right, well, Mike and I enjoy doing a little more pre-games for you. We are looking forward to watching these matches. Find out if the Cinderella story can continue. Will the first LCQ players to ever play on Sunday actually be the first LCQ players to ever win? Or will Gabriel Nassif finally become a Pro Tour champion?
You don't want someone
sort of already thought he was.
Titles.
Well, we'll find out momentarily. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with coverage of the matches. Hello and welcome to Pro Tour Atlanta. I'm Randy Bueller. I'm here with Mike Flores, and we're getting ready to watch the championship match between the Cinderella story of We Add. They met each other on Thursday. They won the LCQ. They got all the way through to Sunday. First players to ever go from the last chance qualifier to Sunday. They're taking on the most star-studded team in this top 8, Nova. Gabriel Nassif, Gabriel Tsang, and David Rood. There you get a good look at Andrew Pacifico. He's going to be playing against David Rood in the first match we watch, and most of the pundits seem to think that Nova has the advantage here, but we will see. The Cinderella story has not, I mean, it's been surprising people all weekend. They weren't supposed to be sitting here, so they're certainly not ready to walk away yet.
They played some solid magic in the match that we watched earlier. I mean, you can't take away their play skill, but I think that the reason that people are saying that Nova's going to take it away is because their decks are just better.
Yep.
I mean, they drafted a little better, they opened a little better, but at the end of the day, both teams playing well as long as nobody's totally screwed on mana. I think that Nova's just going to win.
We shall see. Players exchange deck. A little bit more shuffling, and then we will be off to the races. We were talking earlier about who the best player is who's never won a Pro Tour. Obviously, right now, it's Gabriel Nassif. I mean, he's top 5. He's top 5 or 10 in both lifetime money winnings and lifetime pro points. He's the reigning player of the year. Hasn't won a pro. He's got 3 second place. He's picked up the nickname End Boss. I think that's a nickname you don't really want to have. Gets reinforced here if he's the end boss for this tournament as well. But we'll see.
I mean, he might be the end boss for this tournament, might fail, and then his teammates might win anyway.
True.
In that
Keep
case,
the nickname so he could win the Pro Tour and keep the nickname?
do you think, like, at that point you say, hey, he's a Pro Tour champion, or...
He's definitely, yeah. It's a team game. No question. All right, well, here we get a look at the opening draws. Looks like Pacifico's got a dragon in the
you
hand.
can't mulligan that hand.
What is that, 4 land, a dragon?
3 or 4 land, a dragon, and it looks like another relevant spell or two.
Are you getting the beat down over there? What's going on?
What we got here?
Soul of Magma, Yosei, not sure.
What we got here?
Meanwhile, on the other side,
So it looks like Rood won the flip.
on the flip shows to play.
How creative.
So actually, in the message boards, Snick Arcbound's got a pretty good pick for the next best. Oh, look at the hand. Tower, Land, River Kaijin, Moloku,
Oh,
Clouded
no fun.
Victory. Dragon versus Moloku. They both threw their bomb. That's fair, right?
No, it's not fair.
All
One
right.
team got Moloku, the other team didn't. That's not fair. Both teams should start with Moloku. Then it would be fair. What guy is that? I can't tell what creature that is.
Mirror Guard. It's 3-1 flyer.
No, the one on Pacifico's side.
Kanda's Hatamoto.
Not even very good at fighting through it.
They did also play White Han.
I don't even know. I think at this point, Rood is like, I don't care. He probably smashes with, yeah. I'm actually,
turn 4 open fist for Gabriel Nassif.
I'm a little surprised he's bringing with the Blue Zubera, but maybe he doesn't have a good land. I'm not sure. It seems like a pretty
Yeah,
obvious
I
block.
do not think he has to. Hanamoto, block, River Kaijin? What? Man, 4 damage. Good.
Uh-oh.
What is that? Oh, Ninja.
Blue Ninja.
Take 5, draw a card. And for 15. Interesting. And the fact that he got to pick up the Rivera means he can replay it even if he doesn't have a 5th hand. Which he doesn't. Oh, he did have it.
Just
Well,
well, maybe we should move cameras.
it'll be quick. We'll see how it goes. You gotta see Moloku in play, right? We need the footage for the wrap-up. There you go.
What a blowout. Wait, did Pacifico not even make a play?
Pacifico,
Oh, it's
all
still
right
his
now.
turn. No, he's not
No.
mountain. What happened to my monitor?
They're trying to see something. There's no worry about it. You can see the board over there.
I think he has a solo magma, but no second red.
Exactly. He had Soul of Magma, Yosei, but he's only got 5 lands and he's only got 1 mountain. So Rood smashes it. Draws another card.
What's going on? Why is Rood not? Wait, did the
And Frost Roller. So he's going to slow roll Moloku.
did the little guy not block the ninja?
The little guy did not watch into the details. He's a 1-2. With
Against
Bushido.
Bushido.
That is a pretty surprising take.
I would have gotten in there if I were the little white guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's worried about a
Especially
trick.
if your plan is to go dragon here. This is just
And there's Dragon.
this is just heartless on the part of David Rood.
It's not his fault.
He's like, oh, look it, I'm letting you have all this
Oh,
hope.
dragon.
You're a bomb. Oh, it's so close now. Just kidding. How long do you think he's gonna slow roll him before he lays down the Cloud Mirror victory? I don't know. That man has been untapped for rather a long time, in my opinion.
He could have played it last time. He chose not to.
I know. Because he's slow rolling him.
Oh, he wanted to build up his board advantage. Didn't want to get it killed.
But I don't think he has much choice when the other player has a dragon.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Dragon actually does force his hand a little bit, right?
But there's a man that wields frost. Like, a really mean play is to get in there with the 3-1, because there's, like, I don't think there's any way the Pacifico will block the 3-1. Because, like, anything in that cross wielder will remove Yosei from play, so he won't block. But at least until he untap and draw the card. So he's like, oh, got some damage in. Oh, you got Yosei. Just kidding! Summon Legend. Or legendary creature, Moonfolk would be wizard.
Probably. Well, Honda's actually buying some time Pacifico. He's been dealing a lot of damage, but Pacifico's still on 14.
Pacifico busts out the water bottle. Very thirsty work. Playing in the top. Top 2. What say the method boards, Randy?
Best player after Nassif, not the one Pro Tour, is Oiso.
This is very good.
Oiso is very good.
He's always the rookie of the year, though. Like last week.
Well, you reigning Rookie of the Year, reigning Player of the Year. That makes sense for them to do. Neither one had to win a Pro Tour to do it. Apparently, the beta test of the extra large screen that we've been doing is popular amongst the Nassif'S denizens. And if you aren't reading the report, there is a link in there to a beta test version of a much larger screen for watching the Pro Tour. Requires a pretty curious broadband connection, but you can handle you've got the bandwidth. It's a much better picture.
Nasty.
Oh. That was nasty indeed. So it gets in there with one creature.
Ninja's out.
Pacifico didn't want to risk a block, but Shinobi comes down and bounces the dragon. Oh, we made him unblockable with the wizard, with the mirror guard, sure. So mirror guard makes this guy unblockable. He gets in there with Mistblade to bounce you. Okay. Pretty good.
What's he doing here? I mean,
maybe he doesn't want anybody to say he only won for the Moloku. He's like, I can beat you with one card tied behind my back.
that would be a mighty feat.
To win with just
I mean,
holding
actually,
Moloku
he has such a huge advantage on the board right now. Like, what if he did win that way and then he just, like, flashed Andrew the card at the end of the game? He's like, what kind of psychological advantage do you have going into game 2?
Concedes. Do you think he's right to play without Moloku? I mean, it seems like
I'm not gonna make this statement.
I mean, look at the board position. There's like 6 creatures for 1. He's built up an amazing board position. I think he's actually, the stuff he's been doing is better than just dropping Moloku, right? It's playing against like Myosian too, right? And it's like, can Pacifico kill Moloku is an interesting question. How many ways? We know he has White Myosian. What else does he have that can actually hypothetically kill? Did he get it? He didn't get it towards it, did he?
Checking it out now.
So, what's that? No, what's the card that say? Tommy's the honor deck.
Nothing so exciting as that.
It's basically White Myosian?
Yeah.
The only way?
Tell me about words like myojin. Did you make those words up, or like did Nakabana make those words up, or
the people,
based in Japanese words?
They're based in Japanese words. We did a real effort with this set to make sure that the flavor sort of made sense to the Japanese players. This whole mirror guard Shinobi thing seems kind of unfair.
Yeah, but I mean, Pacifico is gaining life. Like, it's not like.
But look at the board, right? I don't know. Seems kind of unfair.
But actually, like, it's sort of a losing proposition long run, because if he just does it too long without ever trying to bust through, then he's just going to get Myojin, right? For 1 million cards, so then he's going to go back and then play Moloku.
But he can do other stuff,
and it's
too.
almost fair at that point.
He can do other stuff, too. I mean, he's not building up the snag. He can fix up a land every turn, but I mean, he does have the ability to cast other spells in theory. I don't know. Well, I mean, how would you play the game?
I would have played Moloku a while ago. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Probably wrong. If Rood's doing something that's radically different from what I would have done, it's very likely that he's doing something
interesting. Becker on the floor is saying, I would have been wrong too. I would have just bust down on turn 5. You guys are assuming that Rood made a better play? It seems he still has the option. He can still play it right now if he wants to, right?
It seems like he's making someone unblockable.
Not want to play it now that Pacifico's built up to Myojin now?
I understand his stall game, but like he's not establishing his mana position.
Right.
I guess he can threaten. Like, I'm not sure. Like, it's not hard for him to neutralize USA. That's
He's also got Color Shells, by the way. Color Shells was pretty reasonable. He's got Ember Fist. Had he picked? Yeah, he's got Ember Fist, Minesweeper, and pretty tight game in the back between Nassif and Chambers. Open Fist and two guys on Nassif's side. Moscow made a 3-1 flyer on Chambers' side. Life totals are apparently 6-5. Chambers has blue Honda, so.
Oh, I think that Chambers might prove me wrong.
We'll see. And it's a red card granted in Steve's hand with no red mana to cast.
Okay,
so Fall of Magma for Pacifico, followed by the Gatekeeper?
No,
Waxing Baku. Not Waxing.
No.
Blade Maid.
Yeah, so he just tinged the 3-1 flyer. I think that,
Not bad.
he's probably going to bring with Yosei here. He's not going to have a lot of other.
He doesn't have Yosei. He has the big Kami guy.
Oh, didn't we play Yosei?
No, it's quite a different guy. Quite a 7-mana guy. Bosslitter dispatched the Baku, but it did its damage. Its job was to kill Mirror Guard, and it did.
He's still got the Soul of Magma. I mean, any kind of Spirit Arcanes are going to be really powerful against the kind of cards that are on Dave's side. That Ninja, for example, is not long for this world. What do you think here, Randy? Do you think he puts down that Ember Fist Uvera and then crack with his 3-3?
Oh, we have our first game result. Tsang, the original Juggernaut.
Juggernaut version 1.0.
Juggernaut version 1.0. Builds up a couple solid white creatures. Dispatched a Gatekeeper. Smith got a little land flooded, and Battlemad Ronin, not good enough.
Looks like.
And yeah, there you look at him. Tsang anxiously shuffling up, pretty happy to take a game 1 lead. Smith a little more calm, a little more serious. So Nova's got the first game win on the floor.
Looks like he's gonna go hacker style into the red zone. Everybody but
Send 'em.
Wielder.
When in
Spread
doubt,
them out to make sure that
send them.
they fill up the whole red zone.
They don't even fit in the red zone.
Off to the black zone. He's forcing a commitment here, right? That's his whole goal, so that he can get a little ahead, trade some on the board, and then play Moloku into a better board position.
What's all?
What do you think, Randy?
Yeah, I'll buy that. Pretty complicated board state. I mean, another update. Adam Chambers has taken game 1. Nassif never found a way to deal with a fire.
Looks like
Burn spell stranded in his hand with no red mana. But actually had Settling Death with an opportunity to kill the Mirror Guard. But he opted to wait a turn. How do you wait a turn against a deck with double Kadama's Lane?
Who do you shoot here, Randy? Soul Magma? Makes sense.
Yeah. So after the dust settles from that attack phase.
Very successful attack phase.
Definitely.
Ninja of the Deep Hours, and 1/1 crappy ninja trade for. Is that a Glad? Oh, Minesweeper.
Condit is really going to like David. Still seems to be losing. But
I think he's behind on life. Like, Rood's got more guys. I mean, he hasn't even had to show his Moloku yet.
Yet more land. And back comes the dragon.
Has Pacifico got cards back, John? Like, can he bluff? Does he have a trick?
One card in hand. Yeah, what is the card in hand?
Do you think he's just trying to mill the myojin and still is just gonna let it in, I think. Still gonna net life this turn. Break even at worst. Hopefully the Fox Wielder.
Pacifico, we keep looking in these games where his opponent seems to have him totally destroyed, and yet he's somehow still in it.
Yeah, but I mean, in those other games, we didn't know his opponent was holding Moloku.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked good.
Right. Now you got 12? Yeah.
Ninja again.
Wow.
You got 20? Oh, you got 13, right? Okay.
Rood's really doing a good job controlling the pace of this game without ever having to commit his strongest cards.
The default feel pretty
It looked like he's going to tap out. Or...
There it is. Yep.
Game 2.
Like Myojin or no?
You got 14? You got 20?
Got a plane? Oh, he dropped another plane.
Pacifico's got some time to draw White Myojin. Like, Moloku can't go crazy for, two turns problem there right now.
Yep.
Adam Sanders just resolved the blue Honda against Gabriel Nassif.
Not surprisingly, it looked like, victory token. What kind of tokens are they going to give them, John? I suggest mirror.
What?
Okay, that's not a spirit, that's an illusion.
Ooh. The thief resolved his Nazi's fried sniper into mirror guard. James is only creature with a C1 flyer.
Tapping a giant.
Oh wow. He keep doing that every turn.
And he's still holding the blue Zubera. So if he gets a land, he's just going to drop it, tap the other flyer, and then crack.
Well, he's not going to keep any cards. He's going to keep the pedal. Yeah, had a land anyway, so. Yeah, that's nice. Smash! David Rood sends 7 creatures into the red zone.
So in essence, Moloku is no better than any other random 2-power flyer.
He made a guy.
Slightly better.
3-power flyer.
Let's see that. Here's a point.
The difficulty is 13. How much damage is that?
That's a lot.
5,
I think his difficult might be
7,
forced to. Can he?
8, 9.
I think he blocks the ninja. Sad to say.
At least 10, right? That wasn't 10, isn't it?
It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I think he blocks the ninja. Yeah, he doesn't block the ninja.
That bounce, that's for sure.
He doesn't block the ninja. He's going to get a giant bounce.
Yep. Block the ninja, take 9 down to 4.
Like, what other?
The
Honda's going to help him, but he needs some offense post haste.
He did flyers. 4.
Yeah, but it's not like the flyers are just.
No, he needs white mind.
Free to smash here.
He needs Pacifico.
Arcami's not going to be good
Arcami
enough
not the
to win
grind that
this.
Pacifico was looking for. We know that Rood has Petals of Insight, and what else?
He's just going to pedals into some kind of spirit or arcane. Tap both flyers,
Tap,
crash.
Smash.
Yeah. There's just no other way this game's going to end.
Fires Run Bleeder in play for Don Smith. Tsang has Painted Road and Yakor the Prisoner. Tsang Page is the bleeder. That helps. Smashing away. Gabe Tsang could win a match there if he wins that game. He's already up the games. Soft River points away.
For your Corey, you're rooting for Nova.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes the pedal from Dave Rood, right? Gabriel Nassif did tie his match up, by the way. Nassif and Chambers, even at a game apiece. We'll definitely be bringing you game 3 coverage of that match. Chambers said tomorrow with Blue Honden. He was going to be preparing for his death, but Nassif had the foul. He needed to break up that combo. Sniper took down the flyer, and he basically overwhelmed him before the card again. All right. Rood tapped one flyer with Petals. They're facing down a dragon. Send almost everybody into the red zone.
He only sending flyers, actually. And a card drawing guy.
All those guys are flyers?
And card drawing guy. They're sending both Zuberas, my bad.
Both Zuberas.
But he left back River Kaijin.
Yeah, leaving back River Kaijin surprising.
Crossbuilders, right.
So what do you do with Yosei if you're anti-Pacifico?
Well, it's hard to not get 5 damage in.
No way to survive. Pacifico scoops him up, so game 1 to David Rood. Debbie. 1-1? No. So we're going to put Nassif and Chambers on hold. We'll get to their game 3 momentarily, but first we're going to go check in on the match between Gabe Tsang and Don Smith. Tsang is up a game, and allegedly he was beating down with a prisoner, so threatening to hang a match win up on the board for his team Nova. We shall see. Yeah. There you go. There's Don Smith. On the left of your screen, Gabe Tsang on the right. Smith has never played a Pro Tour before. Gabe Tsang was making Sundays in 1997, 7.5 years ago. Definitely the veteran versus the newcomer, although both guys are certainly 20s. Nope. And that was the match. It was out there just for the death blow. Gabe Tsang smacked it.
It wasn't worth it. Like, I was trying to say something, but I have to be like, you can't see.
A little bit of camera time for Don Smith. You can good look at him. Right? Gonna come down to his buddies.
We're gonna congratulate him.
Get to win this one. Yeah, there's Gabe Tsang. Calm as always. He's never really super happy. You know, I mean, he's always got a smile on his face, but doesn't really have the bravado that some of the more modern players have. You know? That sort of calm, composed. Great player. Hats off to him. Gabe Tsang wins his match. Now all he needs is one of his friends to win one of the next games. Nassif's about to go to a game 3.
I knew he had that match, but
there's another player who would show a lot of emotion that maybe he really did.
Yeah. Adam Chambers needs to win this game to send it back to the front table. Gabriel Nassif can clinch the win the Pro Tour outright if he manages to win this game. It's game 3. Each player has won a game.
What is that? No, there's that sniper.
Yeah. Sniper is
coming back to the mountains.
Chambers,
Oh.
super confident.
That's a really good play there.
True. He does have a way to kill the sniper, huh?
It's a little tricky, right? Let's see, what kind of tricks does Steve have here? He played a black?
He's got the bow in his hand.
Like, or
He's got red mana.
or
Yeah, he's got a depletion land. I don't know. He's got a
like I went
for
from this and then
an elder? Secure or something.
The Chief looked like he played a swamp, but
yeah.
let go of it and then wants to pick it up. I think they're going to stay on.
Rood Kami for
and
Chambers.
then the Rood think about this, like I thinking that
Got a
couldn't
vortex.
break the assignment to go.
Economist Might and an Eye of Nowhere. Decent hand.
Namas Might's really
Very
important
sure.
here because
Like,
Steve might have this right.
Yeah, I'd rather
So
Sure.
what happens? Yeah, but so
No, like
James
if
puts
you
the
said
short
on
land
tap
down,
and then
activates the ability on the Matsu tribe, and then crashes with it, hopefully to take out that sniper and enable the rest of his hand.
Yeah, so Nassif played one land, so let go of it, changed his mind, wants to play a different. He believes there's a
I'd
rules
say
change.
the swamp, let it go. Like, I say the swamp, let it go, and once take it back right away. But I let
Back
it
in
go.
the day, though, you played 2 lands per turn.
Already?
on the
Okay.
camp.
Let it go.
Nope. The swamp sticks, and looks like Nassif passes. 4th land from Chambers. Crash. Sniper blocks. Into the graveyard.
Turn.
And Trapper Kami. So it looks like Chambers is in really good position. That
Go.
Spring Caller.
He. That. Oh. Got it.
Pacifico Gardner.
What
Fight
do
me.
you for? Knife for
Fight me.
Sure, take it.
Go 5th land. Nothing special though. What was in the?
Yeah, we know he's got Economist Might and Eye of Nowhere.
But only 1 blue.
I think I only see one blue. Yep, only the one blue.
Seek we know has a red depletion land and a buff balance.
Yeah.
That 2/4 is pretty saucy.
It's not bad.
It's quite the moat, as Brian Gibbler would say. However, it was not very moat like last. I really like that mechanic on that guy.
The mana that's close.
Yeah, like doesn't burn.
I'm glad to hear you say that. That makes I can tell that to Alan Comer when I get back.
Yeah,
It was not easy to code on Magic Online.
cares. What's worthwhile that's easy?
So far, that's been the plan, right? We have no restrictions for Magic Online. We just make the cards. They've said we can code whatever you guys throw at us. They just complain sometimes.
If it makes you feel better, I can name mechanics I didn't like.
No, I'm happy.
Madness I didn't like. It's confusing to me.
You're up. Five.
I'm rooting for Chamber too. It's like the underdog. You know what I mean? Hey, you're an island.
Yamabuchi's Flame, Wear Away, Glacial Ray, Kami of Lunacy. Seems like a pretty good hand for Nassif. Wow, look at that. And the 5th card is the Befau. Wow. Again, Might, Vortex, Eye of Nowhere.
It's
Both players just have a handful of slice tricks.
This could be a mess for Chambers. Like Chambers,
Watch your Chambers.
because if Chambers tries to do something, Nassif kills his guy.
Yeah, it's whoever does stuff first. Nassif is going to do something
Nassif is
first.
going to do something first.
Goes to flame the decoy.
Poorly played, champ. Here comes a big splice.
Yep. Vortex plus Giant.
Vortex.
Right?
Plus.
So now it's the big gardener.
Yeah, I'll take 4. After that, I'll take 4.
We've gotten Nassif down to
My
10.
turn. Yep.
Yeah, that didn't really work out. Now his Red Man is locked down too, right?
Very bad.
And his red cards are good, but were they worth dunking up his mana base? We heard he lost game 1 because he had red cards in hand and no red mana. Here he's got both, but it's a completion land.
He's still got the Cadillac of red splice cards in his hand.
He does.
I'm actually quite puzzled by that play. Wouldn't using the Kodamas Might on the 1/3 have been an effective use? Then maybe.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I mean,
he spent a
he
lot
could
of
might out from under, but then he has to blow his might. It's like, yeah, it gets blocked by a spin call. Anyway. No surprise the Chambers found the right fun. Some playing some really tight match, always.
And he already undid the error of passing that sniper. I would not be surprised if he just went out of nowhere about increase the size of my guy.
Yes, sir. You block here if you can see.
I mean, you're holding up a foul, right? It's in 10 life.
Doesn't have the second black. Foul.
Yeah, but.
Oh, he does. Sorry. That is small.
I think no. I think it's hard, but you don't. Your guy's definitely dying if you watch, right? Mm-hmm. So. And that spring color is very beneficial to mana hungry deck like Nassif'S.
Correct.
He knows every trick in Chambers' deck, and Chambers not red. So I think that he kind of has to be a little brave. Does that make sense? Yeah, he's got Hirobi's Whisper too.
That's fun.
Oh, wow. He nuked the Hirobi's Whisper.
Not bad. So
Hirobi's really
eventually gets. I didn't realize this he's gone Hirobi's Whisper. Nice play.
I thought he had second swamp. I just didn't realize it was in play already.
And Galehawk comes down. He plays the Whispers with both the Might and the Decoy. That's definitely nice. Now he's got a 4/4 and a 2/1.
That seems like the right play here.
Chambers just wants to cash in Zubera for a card.
He's going to let him.
Yeah, you let him.
No, guess not.
I'd let it catch it in there. You can't just take it forever.
Go. Oh, a very good card.
Which one is that?
The double soul shift.
Oh, Forks on very young.
Chambers isn't in any danger of getting killed here. Good old crap root Kami.
Kami has been holding off the world.
But I mean, I definitely feel like he must feel like his lead is slipping. He's out of splice, right? He's still got out of nowhere, but he's otherwise out of. I think this is going to be a.
Oh, open fist. Down comes another 5/5 for Nassif.
Gabriel Nassif maybe losing one of his titles in the next 5 minutes.
Trading in best player never to win a Pro Tour or Pro Tour champion?
Starting to look like it. Chambers needs a little evasion and a lot of luck.
Yeah, it's Stainer of Forks and an Eye of Nowhere. That's probably not going to do it.
He's still got time, though.
True.
Like, he can set up a good trade. Set up a good trade, and then he's got evasion creatures. The seat's really low.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we are holding the match on table 1. So David Rood and Pacifico will play out their match if and only if Adam Chambers wins here.
He's got still a Kodamas Might that he can draw, and he's got a couple of flyers. Trapper Kami and Double Soul Shift are going to be really good on the ground, so. He's also got Genji of Cedars. He just doesn't want to draw his little guys now. Like drawing that mana snake is pretty much just like drawing a land that gets chum blocks.
Right.
Nassif's gonna start attacking, I think. Also, he can use the Matsu tribe decoy to force damage. So if he gets to like 6 or 9 mana, he can just crack with everything and it's like having a lure. Nassif's got to be playing his Befoul soon. It's likely that he's going to hit the decoy just so that he doesn't get into a lure position. That Hirobi's Whisper play was just devastating.
It was a nice one.
Maybe a bonus.
I mean, let's see pumping up the scale Hulk.
Sure, there's enough force to satisfy the Nice. Hunger.
There's 7 for it from play.
No problem. A lot. On the other hand, that Kami Lunacy does represent serious clock that he might have. He might actually have to.
Block fires.
Yeah, but he can just start attacking with multiple creatures. I think he might have to send. No sense.
Chambers just draws and plays nothing. Can't be a good sign.
Nassif still has the Befoul in his hand. That's.
He's gonna have to point into Trapper Tommy.
I've
shown remarkable patience.
I think that he's gonna send it and
hold off the team
for crack decoy and then crack with a bunch of stuff.
I like that island picture.
I was actually thinking the same thing. It's a beautiful picture. What's Chambers need to get out of this game?
I'm not sure.
A white Myojin, maybe?
What does he have?
He's got multiple
flyers, right?
Yeah, the problem is he gets a flyer, and then he's still holding the Befoul.
Yeah.
Like, the flyer's not going to do it.
Tommy waiting room.
That's just terrible.
Terrible in the sense that it's bad for Chambers.
Yeah, Chambers is already behind. That's like when, in fact, some more stuff that you can't deal with.
Yeah, Nassif has to send multiple creatures if he wants to get through the trap route, Tommy. And that's exactly what he's doing. In comes Kami Lunacy, in comes a 6/6 Scaled Hulk, in comes a 5/5 Open Fist.
I think Chambers is in a little bit of trouble the last turn where I think he might have had to attack with the Natsu Tribe decoy just to decoy the Kami, because he has no long game plan against the Kami, and he could have snagged it where before, I believe, there would have been Soul Shift Doctor Type. So what it looks like to me. Right now, instead he's in a position where instead of his 4/4 double Soul Shift facing off against the 4/4 conditional pump guy, and his Trapper Kami being able to contain the 5/5, that Nassif is up a giant flyer that the Master Tribe decoy could have profitably exchanged with, and he no longer has that opportunity. Says he's going to take a ton of damage, make a block he doesn't really like here. One of those two things.
Chambers stoic, as always.
Actually, Chambers can draw Kodama's Might.
Look at his eyes, though. I mean, he's no expression, but he's taking in a lot of information. He's evaluating a lot of options.
He can, if he draws Kodama's
real
Might,
intelligence behind his eyes.
I didn't know where one of the blockers plays Kodama's Might. Kodama's Might, the 4/4, Kodama's Might 4/4 again.
Can't put 9 down to 11
more
there.
pump than that.
Trap Root Block Scaled Hulk, and that was it.
He needs more than a single Kodama's Might in order to win the game to get in this position.
Yeah.
Maybe a second Splice spell and a Kodama's Might would do it.
Doesn't look like Nassif's going to give him a whole lot of time.
No. I think he probably had to send the Master Trap Decoy last turn just to take out the well,
Yeah, big. Team Nova is up a match. This one's in game 3, so if Gabriel Nassif can win this game, the Pro Tour's over. He's a Pro Tour champion, as are Tsang and David Rood. If Adam Chambers can win, then he sends his fate into the hands of teammate Andrew Pacifico.
the brave bullfighter right here.
Attack!
There's
What's he gonna do?
double provoke.
Yeah, double provoke. Provokes both Waning Moon and, what's the other guy?
It's a spring caller.
The Spring Caller. That means he'll get through with
4 points.
the Gariyama.
Putting his seat to 6.
Yeah, Chambers had to kill Waning Moon.
Good.
He does.
What creature did you just play? Nullness?
Drops a 3-3 Gnarled Mask. 4 points of damage, drops the Steep to 6.
6, 11.
Steep untaps quickly, seems pretty confident. He knows he's got that for foul.
He's just going to befoul the Trapper Kami. That's right. Befoul the Trapper Kami attack with everything.
Does that win?
No.
Gnarled
But-
Mask back, right? Does indeed the foul Taproot and brings the team. Chambers scoops him up. There it is. Pro Tour champions, Team Nova. Congratulations. Gabriel Nassif, David Rood, Gabe Tsang. They are the Pro Tour champion. Adam Chambers just could not survive all the fatties and all the removal that came out of Nassif's deck. Had some trick with the splice shenanigans going on early, but
I think it
quite do it.
came down to that turn where Nassif responded to the Kodama's Might with the Hirobi's Whisper.
Yeah, that was a nice turn. And that was Whisper off the top, too.
That was it.
All right, we're gonna set up for a new awards ceremony. You're gonna want to hang out. It may be kind of fun to watch. So we're gonna do a little post game wrap up, and then we'll be heading back over to the pit to watch the trophies, watch the big checks get handed out. Check out our new awards ceremony. Should be worth hanging around for. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. We'll see how it goes. I can't imagine a more deserving set of guys to win a Pro Tour.
They
You
did
know?
a great job. They had a really interesting draft strategy, which was not set. Talked about all these different teams coming in. So
Right.
definitely put white here.
Right.
We want to track this color. They did crazy stuff, like all their players played red, or over
Yeah.
the course of the day, all their players played all 5 colors.
And they had 3 very talented limited minds, so the packs would come up and they just had enough talent that they could improvise. They could just look at the pack and say, all right, what's the best thing to do with this pack? What's the best thing to do with this pack? And they could figure it out pack by pack by pack and, discuss, decide on a plan, implement it. It kind of worked for them. All 3 of them pulled all 5 colors over the course of the draft day. It's kind of, I doubt there's another team that can make that claim.
Very unlikely. And they looked really great in the 2 minutes that we watched today. After both drafts, we were pretty much all in agreement that they had the advantage, and they carried through with their advantage. A lot of the time you see top players in day 3 and they don't win, despite having good matchups. And
Right.
today Nova did not go with that trend.
Yeah.
And Steve lost one of his titles. And
So,
he's not even end boss anymore, I don't think.
No, I don't think he's no longer the end boss. My watch shows 4:09, but I think it's actually midnight. The Cinderella story ended. The clock struck midnight. They turned back into pumpkins.
We are in a different time zone. Your watch might be off by a few hours.
It could be. It's interesting though. Pretty good looking pumpkins. A big weekend for the 3 of them.
I agree.
I mean, it's cool. And that last chance qualifier, it sits there. Everybody imagines the dream, but it's never actually been done before. Nobody's actually gone from LCQ all the way into Sunday.
It's pretty hard for a player like Khan, who's never played in a Pro Tour before, to be unhappy with second place.
Yeah, this Pro Tour stuff's easy, right?
It's really interesting, though. We talk a lot about the decline of American Magic, especially in Limited, when compared with, the consistency of the French, especially the Ruels.
The Canadians lately, for that matter.
The Japanese are
How about Canada?
every single Canada did great
Yeah,
today.
Canada. I mean, Mahler's been doing well.
By the way, Canada was joined by France.
Fair.
But we talk about a lot of the international community, and I think America's got a young cadre of players who are all friends with each other and have very similar attitudes and even looks. I mean, look at Gadiel, Tim Ayton, Chambers, live together, team together,
Right.
any number of teams. And I think, these guys are young, and maybe it's just a changing of the guard. A lot of the players that we thought of as the superstars of American Magic in previous years are just older now.
Sure.
And
And the other nice thing I liked about both of these teams was the way they sort of exemplified the team spirit. I mean, the thing that makes this Pro Tour special for people who come out, every year you see people coming out of the woodwork that the Team Pro Tour it's just their favorite event of the year. It's teamwork. It's having fun. It's playing with guys you've known for a decade and just enjoy hanging out with.
Story is a great story.
Smith and Pacifico met each other at a local local store in Jacksonville, Florida 10 years ago, and they've been playing Magic against each other ever since. They've gone from junior Pro Tour all the way up now, law school, real life job, come back to the Pro Tour. So great story. And then the other three friends on the other side, Dave Rood and Gabe Nassif, have always wanted to play together. Gabe Tsang enjoyed both of them. They came together, they're friends, they drafted together, and now they're Pro Tour champions. And now we are ready for our award ceremony. So I'll sign off. I'm Randy Bueller. This is Mike Flores. And
Great to be
we
here.
enjoyed talking to you. We will see you next time. It'll be Pro Tour Philadelphia in a couple of months, and that should be a fun one. So we'll see you then, and stay tuned for the award show.
Okay, after 2 days of grueling competition, I am proud to introduce the PT Atlanta 2005 finalists. We add Don Smith from the United States, Andrew Pacifico from the United States, Adam Chambers from the United States. Once again, congratulations to finalists. We add will be taking home $30,000 for their second place finish this weekend. I'm also proud to present the 2005 Pro Tour Atlanta champions, Nova. From Canada, Gabe Tsang. From Canada, David Rood. And from France, Gabriel Nassif. Let's give it up for Pro Tour Atlanta champions, Nova. Won $60,000 for their first place finish this weekend. I'd like to thank all the staff, competitors, and judges for their hard work this weekend. We'll see you May 6th through 8th in Philadelphia for the next Pro Tour. Thank you very much. Goodbye.